My Garage Rules is proudly sponsored by You Pull It, Sprint Auto Parts, Newlon Oils, Auto Transformers, Dickies Clothing Australia, Blue Wire Motorsport, and Jeff's Garage. Well, hi everyone. Hey, welcome to the final episode of Series 2. Well, I know I say it a lot, but I'm not going to say it tonight. We're in for an exciting show this time, and we're going to be back with this man. So, stay tuned.
Coming over me when I come to pick you up from your job at KFC. There's nothing but roadworks and damn red lights, and if I don't get a green one, road rage, baby, trying to get to you. Road rage, honey, the things a man will do.
G'day, Ray. How you going, mate? Wow, is this for me?
It is indeed.
Oh, I hope so. Well, mate, welcome to tonight's show.
Thank you very much, Brenton.
Oh, beautiful, mate. I have seen a magnificent vehicle over here, and I reckon we need to go and have a look at that.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Sail across the sea.
So, Ray, look, tell me, look, you mind if I call you Moondog?
No, anything is good, Brenton.
Look, just don't call you late for dinner, right?
Correct.
Look, the first thing I noticed about this Model A is the carburetors. Now, tell us about those.
Well, they're 81 Strombergs, and they happen to be large.
As opposed to 97s?
Yes. But they're the large logo 81s, and they were actually fitted upon a V8 60, which is a 60 horsepower flathead motor, specifically designed to sit on that motor. So whenever you see two of those carburetors somewhere in an Arizona desert or somewhere more romantic, it is a V8 flathead motor.
Wow.
So they were not easy to achieve, and they were not cheap.
Yeah.
However, I possess two.
Oh, well done. It sounds like it's a rare thing to have.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's one of the things pertinent to traditional motoring with a four-banger.
Looking at this Model A, I'm just stepping back in time. The whole thing just looks like it's straight out of the 50s. Can you tell us, look, what about the suspension and setup and everything on it?
Sure. We bought this vehicle as a vintage motor car from on eBay, maybe 10 or 8 years ago. And,
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
The first thing we've got to do is take those fenders off.
and we did, and the fenders have gone to a good home.
Yeah.
The upside is that we souped up the motor a little. Or in actual fact, we haven't souped up the motor as much as we have.
But you're still running the four-cylinder, so that's awesome.
Yeah, but it's actually 204 cubic inches standard. When I pulled the head off to do a bit of work, it's actually got plus 50, so I think it's 50 thou oversized. So it's actually large capacity for a four-cylinder.
Yeah.
We put some Laker-style headers on it.
They look great.
They're not bad.
Really good. And you got the big brakes?
We got big juice brakes on there now, and
Nice.
and we kicked up the chassis 2 inches in the rear.
Because that improves the stance as well as it brings it down, improves the stance.
It does. But there's a feature here, and we're still retaining the dicky seat or rumbler seat, depending on which side of the continent of the world you come from.
So you can take the kids or
You can,
friends.
yeah, absolutely. Have a quick look.
Oh, lovely.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Nice interior and.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
mate. That's great. Look, I am totally. This is just awesome, but I am looking around in your garage and. Wow is a few words that come to mind.
Yeah.
You're an artist. Now, basically, your inspiration for art, where does it come from? I mean, when did it all begin for you?
Well, I started, my life is about an apprenticeship in sign writing, and then I did a diploma in screen printing. And so I chose T-shirts as a textile medium.
I've seen that over there, yeah.
As opposed to tea towels. I figured you'd make more money out of tea towels, out of T-shirts than tea towels. And the wonderful thing is that, the things that I enjoy in life, I can put onto a garment.
That's unreal.
Yeah.
I mean, and you're obviously, because you're heavily involved with the Custom Culture Weekender as well. And how's that going for you?
It's going fine. It was our 12th year, and next year is our 13th.
Oh, wow. 13 years of the show. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. And my role is the artist, and
is it cool to be an artist?
Is it affordable to me? No.
To be affordable, I should say, yeah.
Well, yeah, everybody needs to maintain a sense of income in case that, well, these are my thoughts, to achieve, when you've got a family and a mortgage and bills.
You've made us feel welcome here today. You've done a beautiful barbecue. Thanks to Damon for doing the barbecue as well, who's part of your helping team, organisers with the show as well for Custom Culture.
Yeah.
But, we're looking at the T-shirts there, the screen printing. We're looking at your ceiling. I mean, the whole garage is amazing. And as I said to you when I walked in here, I feel like I just about live here.
Yeah.
And you could just about live down the back, couldn't you, with those beautiful
could.
lounge chairs?
Good. The wonderful thing about the function of this garage is that there's an entertainment area and there's a function area. And this car was pretty much built at this end. T-shirts are done on that side. And that's where the parties really happen.
Oh, I can't wait to have a party over there.
Yeah.
So Moondog, I'm going to ask you how you got the name Moondog in a minute, but I've just noticed this here, the lowbrow luau. What is this all about?
Oh, Brendan, great question, really. We wanted to facilitate and accommodate for lowbrow artists in Adelaide in a forum that was other than the Custom Culture Weekender. And so we got a lovely RSL hall that's like heritage listed with lots of light. It's our second one, and thanks for bringing it up because
I can't wait. And that's in the RSL, isn't it? Down at 4 Prince George Parade and the Colonel Light Gardens RSL. I can't wait to go and see that.
Yeah. We've got a bunch of friends that have got a chopper display. We had a few choppers last year, but my friends have embellished this whole thing, and I'm letting them control it. And it's going to be called the Proud Mamas Invitational. And
that's great.
Yeah. So,
all right. So you got to tell us too about this Moondog name. So how did you get that?
Yeah, cool. So look, how do you explain that? Like 20 years ago. 24 years. Well, reaches the name in '84. So many years ago, I woke up in bed and and Moondog came to mind.
No way. Just out of your sleep.
Yeah. True story. I don't want to stammer, but I'm happy talking this way. And then when we were planting some trees a number of years later at a Colonel Light Gardens planting tree, happy bee, some hippie.
Like a community thing.
Yeah. Some hippie dad goes to me, it's a Moondog. He said, haven't heard that since Dobie Gillis series.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't that Gidget's boyfriend. I'm going,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Look, I really love the Model A, and it's fantastic. You've got a great setup in here. We've got paintings and murals everywhere, and you've got posters and the T-shirt screen printing. I mean, people probably can't see it all on the TV, but it is amazing in here, right down to the toilet and shower over here.
Well, if you get kicked into the doghouse, it's not a bad doghouse to be kicked into.
No, the shower looks really good.
Yeah, it's a cosy one, Yeah.
Magnificent. And you've got two beautiful daughters as well?
Yeah, Hannah and Laura helped me with that.
Magnificent. And lovely Sarah as well, your wife?
Sarah, yeah, she's the backbone of the society, really.
Oh, well, look, I really appreciate you letting us have a look around the garage and feeding us and watering us and having some lovely Mai Tais, I won't say. Look, thank you very much for letting us have a look at your world.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Brent.
Thank you very much. Well, it's all back to you guys, and thank Moondog. Well, hi everyone. We're here at Richard's Garage tonight. How are you, Richard?
Very well, Brendan.
Mate, welcome. Thank you. No, it's beautiful up here. And tell us about this hot rod you're building.
It's a 36 Ford Coupe, originally built by Graham Welsh, a.k. Shorty in Frankston, Victoria.
That's his name, Shorty.
A nickname.
Oh, his nickname. Okay.
He's only a little tacker, probably.
Oh, he's okay. Well, that's all right.
And I bought it in the early 80s. It was a going car. Had the roof chop.
Now, we're looking at that now. So how much chop have we actually done to the roof?
It's had a 3-inch roof chop, but I've given it an extra tweak where I've pie cut the body.
Is that why it looks different? Because it looks like it's a lot lower than it normally is. So you've actually taken a section out through the middle.
Yeah, so I lost 100 mil at the grill, tapering back to nothing there.
Wow, and it gives that real squat look, doesn't it? So, awesome. And look, the whole inside of it's all steel and all been gutted out as well?
Yes.
Yeah. What are you doing in there?
It's a rib floor pan.
Yep. Because I just noticed that, because that looks really cool.
If I got it all right, all the ribs will line up from the front right to the back. It's got a Lexus quad cam motor, 4-speed auto.
Oh, there's something different. Lexus quad cam.
Yeah, very smooth motor. Yeah. 6-bolt aluminium motor. It's just
6-bolt? Yeah, something a little bit different. And what sort of wheels are we going to run?
These Pro Stars. Yeah, keeping to those.
Now they look pretty wide on the back there. So you're going to widen the guards as well?
No, they're right.
They're right. They'll do okay. Yep. Oh, beautiful. Look.
HT front end.
Yep. Any colour choice at this stage?
Mazda bluey purple.
Oh, nice. Good choice. Yeah.
It throws a purple in the sunlight.
Yeah.
But in overcast, it looks a darky blue colour.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be really nice. Yeah. And so you got plans for this to be on the road when? I know your mates keep pushing you to when you're going to get on the road.
No, Andy, I'm not giving you any more beer. Yeah. Probably after the pickup's finished.
Yep.
I'll probably be a couple of years.
Now, you just mentioned the pickup. How about we go and have a look at that?
Okay.
So, Richard, I just noticed the little petrol cap here. Now, this is one of those push-up type ones?
It's got a little electric solenoid.
Electric, sorry. So you press a button up, sure it goes.
Yeah, it's got a manual override.
Yep.
But it's one of the rare ones you get in metal. It's out of a Mazda 929.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
So the tank obviously is all inside there. What sort of fuel tank? Custom made?
No, I'm using the original Lexus tank because it's got the fuel pump.
I thought you said lizard then.
No, Lexus. Toyota
It's a lizard tank.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool? No.
Lizard skin.
Lizard skin, see? You're saying it now. Oh, okay. So that's
It
really...
fits in the curve of the back of the body.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, awesome. Look, I love the chop on it too. I love everything about it. Just as I said, this is going to be great when you see it on the road. Really cool. Well, let's move on to something else. Okay, well, look, we're over here at the pickup now. So I'm just noticing that little trim piece you've got on the interior there. What's that? Because it doesn't look original. Well, it sort of looks original, but it's not.
That was one of the rare finds that you pull it.
Oh, yes, one of our sponsors. Thank you.
Yes. No, I found that in an early 60s Toyota Crown.
Oh, my God.
It was under the dash, factory piece, had been chromed, had little wood inlay aluminium panels either side.
And it looks like factory.
Yes.
And did it actually fit that curve as well?
Yep.
Oh, my God. Well, cut my legs off and call me Shorty. And I've said that several times before.
I bet that.
You've done all the dynamite, obviously, to reduce the sound and the heat and so forth. So that works pretty well.
It's got a twin floor, stainless floor pan underneath.
Yep.
Then zinc aluminum on top.
Geez, you don't do things by halves, do you?
If a job's worth doing properly.
I love this. This is really nice. That's a beautiful material. What's that? It's hard. I mean, the roof.
Yeah, it's fiberglass. That's Mercedes burgundy cloth.
Oh, nice.
So the trim's all burgundy tuck and roll.
And it's not quite white, is it? It's that beautiful. What colour is that?
It's Wimbledon white off Mustangs.
Oh, that's awesome. No, because it really it's not that real stark white. Yeah, creamy sort of a colour. Now, you got something behind you here. Do you want to just pull that into shot? What is this?
When I started this project, which had originally started in a magazine, the Yanks built them in fiberglass in '83.
Yep.
And I thought I can make one in steel. So I started with a sedan cowl.
Yep.
Sedan doors and the middle pillars of a sedan.
That's all you had?
Yep.
Oh, wow. So you've done well.
And made the rest. Then the corners of the body are 2.5-inch exhaust tube.
Yep.
Mandrel bent to get the shape.
Yep.
Flat panels welded up to it.
Can we go to the back of the pickup? Because I know you've got something special there. Let's go and have a look. Okay, Richard, now we've come to the back of your pickup. You've got to show us this little trick you've got here with the tailgate.
Okay.
Oh, well, this is sweet. Now, that opens up a lot differently. That's great.
Yes.
So heaps of access there.
Yes. There's actually a stainless box which will slide in under here for storage.
Yep.
So you can keep everything tidy in the back.
That's a neat little trick. Now, look, the brake lights and indicators, mate, I keep looking at them and they look similar to something. What are they?
XF Falcon. So
Okay. Aha! Here's one we prepared earlier. Yes, there we go. Oh, well, it looks totally different. So you've chromed taken... Oh, that's plastic.
it's plastic. It's
wow.
been chromed, A-class.
Yep.
Chromed them for me. Then to get the
They've
red...
chromed the plastic?
Yes.
Wow, how cool's that?
Just gives it a different look. The red lenses I've used out of a 93 Toyota Corolla.
Yep.
Because I've got the reflectors built into the middle of it.
Oh, there you go. There's your reflector issue sorted right there, isn't it?
Yes.
Wow. Now, look, the pickup here, what's the time frame? How long we got to get this on the road? Tomorrow? Next week?
Over winter, so hopefully it'll appear first Zippel cruise about October.
Oh, awesome. Well, that'd be great. We'd love to see it once it gets through Rego and everything. It'll be on the road. You'll be cruising the wheels off it, hopefully.
I certainly will.
All right, now getting back to the 36 over here, mate. Look, it's a magnificent hot rod, and I think you're going to really enjoy it. So, your club that you're with, so they're all into this sort of stuff as well. Who's the club?
Southern State Street Riders.
There you go, little free plug for the club there. No, good, and a good bunch of blokes.
They're a brilliant bunch of guys.
Now, I just noticed in here, it's sort of, I hate the word man cave, but you've got a bit of a club room cave in here, sort of thing, haven't you?
Yep, this is our allocated club rooms. So the guys come around here every month.
Do they cook your food?
No, we've got a.
Because you are single. I mean, they cook your food and stuff?
No, we've got one very good club member that does muffins and cakes every meeting.
Oh, lovely. Hope she made some for us.
Yes.
Oh, she did?
She did.
Oh, excellent. There you go. Like, I really need it, but anyway. But
Likewise.
look, these are awesome. And I didn't actually ask, but what's the motor we're running in this one?
351 Cleveland FMX,
Yep.
9-inch disc brakes.
Nice. Well, that's going to go really hard. Oh, look, that's great. Look, thanks very much for letting us come out to your garage, and what a beautiful place you've got here. You've really, the whole place has got that old look to it, which is great. And
With the owner.
it does. Well, I wasn't going to say Ned Kelly, but look, we can't wait to see this 36 on the road. Can't wait to see the pickup on the road too, mate. Hats off to you. Great little setup you got here. And thanks for letting us come on and be on the show for My Garage Rules.
No problem.
Thank you. Back to you guys. Hey, Brenton, thanks for letting us come to your garage tonight. What a magnificent hot rod you got here. Tell us about it. Yeah, well, thanks, mate. Look, it's a 32 5-window coupe. It's running an X1 cross ram manifold, 6 carburetors, because you never have enough carburetors. So they're the old Stromberg 97 carburetor. Also running some nice little red leads as well, sort of to get that hot rod feel. We've got the Hugger exhaust there, the Ram exhaust. It's running a CW component chassis, turbo 350, because I'm sorry it's an auto, but you know I've got old legs and I'm fat and everything like that, so you know I need an auto. Also running a 1946 column, 1946 steering wheel, running a very, very large shifter as well, so you've got that sort of Ed Roth look to it. The body is a fiberglass body from Ken Brownlee in Victoria, and look, I couldn't find a steel one, so you know fiberglass is just as good. It looks like a steel one anyway. That, and also running white wall tyres. So I'm running some cross-ply tyres on there. White wall's giving that sort of traditional feel to it anyway. So that's about it really. Right, you got any ideas of what sort of colour you want to paint it as well? Yeah, thanks, Brenton. Look, I've sort of decided to go for a maroon colour, which is, I got in contact with a gentleman by the name of John Mearns, I'm going to call it the John Mearns Maroon, and he's got a magnificent 36 Ford in the US, and I've always loved that colour. It's a real darky sort of colour in some light, and then sort of red in bright light. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be using, and with John Mearns' help, we've got a colour match already, so should look pretty good. What about the interior though? Are you going traditional or are you going something a little bit different? Yeah, the interior is going to be probably very, very traditional. I'm looking for probably a diamond sort of pleat, sort of white pearl white interior with some gold striping or something like that inside. So yeah, it's sort of like a late 50s, early 60s type hot rod style. That's what I'm going for anyway. Tell us about the Chevy here too. I mean, it's a 53 Bel Air, is that right? Yeah, look, I've had the 53 Bel Air for quite a while now. I think it's probably about 2 years now I think I've had it. Imported all the way from Indiana. Previously it was in Texas before that. So one of the driest states and the driest place, Texas. With its 15 Hornet's nest that it came over with, and the left-hand drive, the smell of an old car. There was a whole reason I bought it, was because it was a Bel Air left-hand drive. I wanted that old car smell. I made sure of that too because I asked him to have that old car smell. I got it basically take the family around, and they're too busy doing other stuff, so I send a cruise by myself most times. Oh, that's awesome, mate. Look, I love the whole setup you got in here. You got lots of tikis, you got lots of hot rod parts in here. Tell us about that. Yeah, look, I've been addicted for quite a few years now on tiki stuff, and I like to be able to collect as much as possible. In fact, it's got to a point, not like a disease, but it's got to a point where, I've got my friends out there that actually collect stuff for me as well, like big spoons and forks and tiki masks, like this.
But yeah, hot rod parts as well. I collect a lot of stuff from that era. You know, I've got a trophy from the 50s. I've got quite a few stuff from the 50s and 60s and magazines and so on. And he who dies with the most toys wins. Isn't that right? That's what I think.
Well, mate, you've got the whole garage set up. You've got the Chevy going here. You've got the 32 Ford hot rod. I mean, it's just fantastic for you to have all this stuff going at once. I mean, how do you find the time?
Well, actually, I don't find the time at all. What I try to do is come out, you know, on a Saturday night or something, or a Friday night, or maybe, you know, after hours, and at least do one thing. I think if you do one thing at a time, so I've got a bit of a list. So, like, I do one little thing, it brings you that little bit closer to finishing the hot rod. I've got some great friends out there that, you know, kick me where it hurts to get me motivated as well. So I thank them too. And yeah, I think with the support of your friends, with support of your club, with support of just about anybody, you can do anything.
Oh, look, we really appreciate you letting us come and have a look around your garage tonight, mate. This is fantastic. The hot rod, the Chev, the whole bit in here. Thanks for letting us come out and have a look.
No, thank you. Thanks, guys, for coming out and yeah, having a look at my little well.
If I talk behind my back, whatever my busy, oh yeah.
What's the reason they stop and stare? Well, come like me, 'cause I don't care. So I didn't wanna know that you so I please spend my cash, my big car trash, my car I drive, man, so I didn't wanna know that you so I stop and stare. So why do I care? So I ain't changed that. I don't care how they react. Say something wrong, I'm telling the truth. Don't know how to hear that stare to face. So I didn't wanna know that you so So I didn't stop and stare. So why do I care? So I ain't changed that. I don't care how they react. Doing it gospel, that's just fine. Mind the business, don't mind mine. So I didn't wanna know if you so I. Didn't wanna know if you so I didn't wanna know if you so I didn't wanna know if you so I.
I get this strange sensation coming over me when I come to pick you up from your job at KFC. There's nothing but roadworks and damn red lights, and if I don't get a green one, road rage, baby, trying to get to you. Road rage, honey, the things a man will do.
Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it for the second season. Well, hey, look, check out our Facebook site for updates on Series 3 and our DVD. That's right, DVD of Series number 2. Thanks for all the support and thanks for watching the show. Check you later.
Damn red lights, and if I don't get a green one, wow! Road rage, baby, trying to get to
My Garage Rules is proudly sponsored by You Pull It. Sprint Auto Parts, Newlon Oils, Auto Transformers, Dickies Clothing Australia, Blue Wire Motorsport, and Jeff's Garage.